Alright, this is the morning after. We got a bunch of fish from Mike and Amanda yesterday night. So let's do a walk around and see how everybody's doing. I looked briefly, everything looked fine, but I need to look closer, so we're gonna do it together. The arowana seems to be doing alright. Missing a couple of scales towards the tail, but that could have been in transport, or if it's the work of the Victorina, that's not too bad either. In transport there was very violent splashing in the back. I think the arowana wasn't happy, so I'm not sure what happened in transport. Yesterday night was late and dark, and what happened overnight, but so far so good, I'd say. The two red tails looking nice and cute and fat. Okay, so that is fine. The new Oscars, 5 of them, plus the 4 old ones, so we got 9 of them there now. Shaking and strutting their stuff. Really thick Oscars. Amazing. Well, Mike fed them twice every day, without exception. Look at the thickness of this guy. Okay, everything seems to be fine, no losses. I'm looking for the tiger shovelnose. I don't know if he was there or I missed him. These are old guys. Oh, there he is. I missed him. Tiger's a little banged up too, but it could have been from transport as well. He's bearing some bite marks on the tips of his tail. If he's gonna get any worse, we're gonna have to take him out. But for now, it's tolerable. I'm just learning who to avoid to, who's the boss in the tank, what can or cannot be done without a consequence. Alright, so this is, I don't like it, but this is the tiger shovelnose, but this is just a cause to look more carefully now. Okay, the small pacu is hanging on the wall, as it should. The 4 new parrots are doing well. The pike cichlid in the back looks fine. There's a tiny nip on the tail towards the top, or it could have been ammonia burn from, it shouldn't have been, I added ammo lock for the transport, so it should not have been an ammonia burn. Alright, so this is okay. New little pacu is okay. Let's see what we got on the other side going. Number 1, number 2, pacu are alright. Nobody new here. The ghost knives, the 2 new ghost knives are under that wood over there. There's 1, 2, and I saw a 3rd one, the one that has been there for a long time. Has been doing okay. So I've seen them all 3 together, so I couldn't quite make it out. What was that about? Why would all 3 of them be hanging out together? Why would the old one come out of his hiding, which is in that fake rock looking thing? enjoying those other two under the driftwood, but the cichlids don't seem to bother them. I don't see any new damage since the last night. Just some terror in the fins, which was there, which had been there already. As yesterday, I don't have much hope to find the pike cichlid in this woodwork, or the sun catfish. They're master hiders, and if something's happened to them, I will not know. Or chances are I will not know. If you're seeing the pieces of skeleton, this is a mullet. I give a mullet overnight, so they peck on it for a long time. So we had no losses in this tank, and I don't see any obvious problems with the black ghost knives. Alright, what do we have here? Clown knife. Seems fine, intact. Silver dollars look good. The new veil tail angel, or whatever, long fin angel, seemed to be doing okay. I don't remember if it had such big splits in the tail yesterday. I don't think it did. So maybe it's the work of the old angel. The two new bichers prefer to hang at the surface. Both of them. See, one is right there. So they're doing okay. They've been at the surface since yesterday. I think either stress or avoiding the bigger bichers on the top, on the bottom. I don't know, but they have no damage on them whatsoever. So they're doing well. Who else is in there? The 4-line pim seems fine. He's one of the bigger fish in there, so I don't really worry about him. I saw yesterday night that the fire eel came out and about. It was good to see, but I haven't seen him today yet. There's many places in this tank where he could hide, in almost all of those decorations are hollow inside. So we may not see him often. Okay, alright, so this looks fine. The new placard here looks fine. Again, the litter on the floor is a cut mullet that I give these tanks at night with everything else I'm feeding, so this is not from any fish that live in here. Tetras are here, angels, giant gourami. Okay, bala sharks. We had 4 in there plus 2 more, or we had 3 or 4, I forget. So there's no losses I see there. That's fine. There's the other smaller giant and smaller gourami. Tiger barb. I think everything looks fine in here too. I don't see any problems. One of the newer fire eels. We call them a shoelace. Alright, so let's check on the koi, and that should complete our overview of how well the new inhabitants are doing. I'd say the only concern so far is the tiger shovelnose. It's worth noting. Alright, our new koi. I saw them in the morning, they were fine. Right now it's about midday already. There's one new one towards the back. Looks good. There's another one towards the bottom. Looks good, no damage. And Mrs. Fatty. Where is she? There she is. She looks good, no damage. Curious as to why there were puffs of blood when we put them in the pond yesterday from all three of them. When the koi struggle in the net, even though we didn't use the net, we used a soft t-shirt, but they still struggle. They sometimes damage their gills insignificantly, so they have a short bleed when you put them in, but it heals up very, very quickly. We've had it happen before many times. Nothing new here and nothing surprising, and everything's fine. As far as those plumes of blood that you saw from the three koi when we let them out. Okay? So let's say we're good. Just take a note that I have to keep track of that tiger shovelnose to make sure he's alright. And he's not bothered any more than he can handle. If you can let me know what kind of pike cichlid this is, I'd appreciate it. I have no idea about them. Okay. Thank you for watching as always. These are the two old Oscars, 6 years old, from Mike yesterday, and this one I was pretty sure was going to be a goner yesterday. They both seem to be girls. No overlap between the anal fin and the caudal fin. It was just blowing with the current, barely responding, barely holding itself, controlling its body. So I thought he was going to be gone. She actually, yeah, she. But so far so good. They're all lethargic, of course, and probably unhappy. His sister is doing better, but also was pretty weak yesterday. But that Oscar was the weakest of the five. Just barely there. So I'm happy they made it, at least so far. These were training fish for Mike. The first fish he ever bought, and he was learning with them how to keep fish. So they're veterans, and they've been through a lot. Have a lot of hole in the head, which is understandable, given what Mike told me. I'm not preaching from a high chair. We all learned with some fish. We all started somewhere. He was trying his best, and so was I and everybody else. And you learn, live and learn. It's amazing how this little tetra reminds me of pacu. It's a pacu 1,000th model. The shape, the behavior, the moving around, the feeding. It's kind of endearing, I would say. You can tell me what this fish is, what kind of tetra it is, or if it is a tetra, I'd appreciate it, or a carassin.